Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Could the change in the rating schedule from May boost your rating from 30% to 80% for one condition? Possible. But many of us are blinded and don't even know, one, that the change happened, and two, that if they were already rated for that condition, they would need to file a supplemental claim for an increase on the new criteria, which went from 30% to 80%. With that, I'm going to jump into it here. Hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. The two asks are really, look, hit the thumbs up and let the video run. That's what helps push this out to the masses. It lets YouTube know that they should keep sending it to folks. If you want to support the channel in other ways, consider being a member. I really do appreciate it, all you members, so much. I do my best to get back to you in the comment section. You can become a member by going to the homepage. You'll see highlighted members and a join button. All right, let's jump into this. So I had covered this a while back, but I thought it'd be good as a refresher because many people may have already been rated for this condition. What condition? Celiac disease. And it's good to kind of follow this anyway, just so you understand how rating schedule changes can impact you, especially if you're not aware of them. They can impact you negatively by just not knowing the next steps, right? Not being aware of what's going on and what you need to do as a veteran. So there was a news release from the VA back in March, and it was simply the VA updates disability rating schedule for digestive systems. And I covered that, went through it, and really I was focused on, in the conversation, those getting ready to file a claim and those that already had a claim in process. I really wasn't talking that much about people that had already been rated for any of these conditions for months or years or decades. So let's think about it through that lens for a minute. There's two different things that you need to think about. One, if you had a claim in process during, and then you had a claim that was already decided many years ago, and then they change your rating schedule, right? So for celiac disease specifically, I'm just going to read the portion here from the VA. It says, beginning May 19th, which was only a couple months ago, May 19th, celiac disease, May 19th of 2024, if this video is hanging around. So beginning May 19th, of 2024, celiac disease, an autoimmune disorder that impacts how the body processes gluten, will have its own rating criteria, specifically designed to address its disabling effects. Veterans with this condition were previously granted service connection and evaluated by a rating criteria that ranged from 0 to 30%. So your maximum, if you were already rated for celiac disease in years past, was 30%. So if you're a 30% rated veteran for celiac disease, this is a very important video. Now it says under the specific diagnostic code that's now in place for celiac disease, veterans will now be eligible for an evaluation ranging from 0 to 80%. That's big, okay? That is a big change for celiac disease. A 50% swing is about the biggest I've ever seen on a change, good or bad. So it's very lucrative for veterans, this specific change. So what happens? Well, if there's, again, two groups. One that we'll start with, you have already been rated for celiac disease 10 years ago, okay? 10 years ago, you were rated for celiac disease at 30%, we'll say. Here you are. Now, you, with this awareness, need to read the schedule of ratings for celiac disease, see where you fall. I got a chicken laying an egg. Welcome to my life. All right, so you have celiac disease rating schedule, you read it, and if you read it and you fall under any of the criteria that's at 40, 50, 60, 70, or whatever. I don't even know what the rating breakdown is off the top of my head. But if you rate for anything higher than 30%, all the way up to 80%, then you need to start putting that package together and file that claim. Throw your intent to file in immediately, and do your research and get all of your medical evidence together. Get that filed with the VA for an increase on a supplemental form. You do a supplemental claim. So supplemental claim for your celiac disease to get you to 80%. It's a damn flock party over here. They are. I have a wall. I know it doesn't sound like it probably, but I do have a wall, and it is. I don't know, maybe 12 feet from me here. And then on the other side of that wall is the chicken coop where they like to have eggs because it's like their little cozy spot. Anyway, so for those that don't know what it sounds like, now you know what it sounds like. And what's really weird is that there's only one that's actually laying an egg, but all the other ones start making funny sounds too, like support. I don't know. It's like Lamaze over there. So that's one way, right? Is you need to look into filing a claim if you've already been rated for celiac disease in years past. Now, the other situation is, let's say that you have a claim that was in process and it rode both rating schedules, okay? Before the new one was implemented, which was May 19th. So if you had a claim in whatever, before May 18th or later of 2024, and it's either still being decided or it got decided after May 19th, then you need to inspect what you expect, okay? There's no guarantee that the VA is giving you the correct rating, although probably most of the time they are. What is supposed to happen is they're supposed to look at both rating schedules and determine which one is better for you. Now, what can happen is because you started your claim in the old schedule's just kind of stuck in there and they're just processing things and not really thinking about it. And so they just process you against the old schedule. Now, ideally, what they're supposed to do is go, okay, the rating change happened. Okay, we got to look at both schedules. And just to kind of spell it out, here on the directly from the VA on their news release, it does state that if you, let's see, where does it start? Claims related to these body systems that were pending, okay, still processing them, on May 19th will be considered under both the old and the new rating criteria. And whichever criteria is more favorable to the veteran will be applied. Now, that's what's supposed to happen. Does it always happen? No, sometimes they screw up, and you just need to make sure that they got it right. So if you think that reading the rating criteria that you didn't get the correct outcome based on the rating schedules, then you need to file an HLR, higher level review, check the little box that says informal conference, and wait for that phone call, have that informal conference and explain to the VA that, you believe that you should have been rated whatever under the new criteria. You may have been rated under the old criteria, you're not sure, and you just wanted them to take a look, right? And explain kind of what's going on. Now, you can also, with your accredited representative, right, your VSO or VSR, Veteran Service Rep, whatever, your accredited representative can also be on that call with you. I highly suggest working with accredited reps. It's helpful. So with that, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.